Good day, guys. As you all know me, as a mentor, Nasdaq Ninja. So, guys, if I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload? So, yeah, guys, today we're gonna actually start analyzing with gold. Like I told you guys, I have a new strategy. The main thing that kills me is I don't know how am I gonna actually convert you to my new strategy. I feel like we need to do the same thing every. The real reason you guys became traders today is because we have been doing the same thing every day. Repeat it. We didn't care what was happening. We just kept on doing the same thing every day. One thing that I always tell my circle is that be afraid of a trader that does the same thing every day. Even if he loses, by the end of the day, the time he catches, he makes more than what he loses. I always say when it comes to the market, the only problem is us not understanding the strategy. When you trade with a strategy, it's easy for you to lose less, but if you're trading with no strategy, it's more for you to lose more. You understand? So it's so important for you to have a strategy and understand how your strategy works and where do you actually execute your trade and how do you enter your trade. So let's say we have a simple strategy. I want to give you with the support and resistance, guys. It's a strategy on itself. So let's say this is your support and resistance, and you always tell yourself that at this certain places I'm gonna be entering my sells, my buys. Let me give you a good example here. So you're telling yourself that you're gonna enter your sells here, and then you're gonna enter your buys here. You understand? And then in that day, it happens that the market respects your support. I'm going to give you a good example with support. You understand? It gives you a proper entry, and then you tend to be in a perfect entry. Let's say you kill this one as being your buy, right? It goes to the top, and then the next thing, it goes to the bottom because you enter the sell. So let's say you made $500, you come back here, you make $500. You're entering again the trade because you want to make $500. Maybe you funded $100. You understand? And then you come back here, and then the market decide to do what? To hit your stop loss, maybe closing $50 of your $100. You understand? So how much did you make? You made $500. You made 500, which is 1,000 US dollars in profit. So now we're gonna minus the profit with $50. You actually made 950 US dollar profit. So that is why when you trade with a strategy, you know where you're gonna enter, and you're gonna be able to channel every trade that you actually enter. You understand? So that is one thing that I'm actually saying. So when it comes to our current strategy is we're going to have price action full, because I want you to understand price action. That's one thing that I want you to understand. And then the next thing we're going to have Ninja flow method. You understand? So Ninja flow method is going to be one of the amazing strategy ever in the game, especially in South Africa, to hit South Africa. Understand? So it's going to be Ninja flow method. So the Ninja Flow method, it's actually on the golden print course. On the golden print course, we have Ninja Flow method from price action to Ninja Flow method. So when it comes to Ninja Flow method, you need to understand price action fully. You get the point, how to get the whole direction of the market, because here we're gonna be actually we can say it's more of scalping, but it's not more of scalping, because the only thing that defines a scalper, it's how you enter your trades and when do you exit. You understand? So we're going to make you understand price action in full, which is going to be almost 60 videos. But when it comes to Ninja Flow method, we might have 15 videos. And I said, and I want you guys to fall in love with understanding strategy. In the market, we have a lot of strategies. Not all of these strategies define entry, some define directions. You understand? So we tend to use the same thing to find direction. You find that this is for direction, not entries. So we're gonna move a price action to Ninja Flow method. So the people that actually started with us, they will be more advised to go in the back. You understand? And learn price action more, because what we're gonna be doing here, it's more than you need to understand. You need to understand. Understand? So here we have our gold. I've been killing gold on this consolidation. I always say consolidation tends to be making me more money. So I've been killing it on this consolidation, but I think now is the right time for me to understand where actually am I going. So if you can see here, we had what we call a ghost move here. And this is what we call a ghost move. You understand? The strategy is going to be so incredible, guys. I can't wait. So Let's push to the weekly time frame. We analyze the same. If we do the same thing every day, we're gonna end up getting the same result. Same result. What is my English say? Same result. Well, I mean, me and you, we're gonna get the same result. Oh, perfect. Hey, yo, guys, English is not my mother's tongue, guys. I'm from South Africa. In South Africa, we are not more in English. I don't know, guys. I grew up in a village. Didn't have a phone until I was done with school. Started hustling, and then I got the phone. You understand where I come from? I had to beat the odds. The odds. It was 100 to 1 for me to make it. You guys are from Johannesburg. You are from the Cassis. You are from every places whereby there's everything, but you can't make it. Do you even understand yourself? I'm from a place whereby there's low shading, there's no network. It means the system that they use for network, it's off. I'm not joking. I can take you to my hood now. At this moment, with this moolah I have, still the same thing. I land, electricity goes off. I don't have network. Okay, it's a story of another day though. So I'm going to create my current highest point. I'm not even sure that we're gonna break that one, and then my current lowest point, that one that I'm gonna use. I'm not even sure that we're gonna break this one, but most of us, we are looking forward to break it. But what is the good reason for us to break it? Is it the fire that is happening in Iran and whatever country that it was? What? Understand? So we're going to actually find places whereby we're gonna be actually entering entries, because with the zone, I always tell you, is the places whereby when the market touches, the market will come back again and touches and create the bigger movement. Yeah. So we create places whereby when the market touches, the market reverses. These are the places. So this is a zone to zone market. We understand that the possibilities of the market moving to the top here are high with the daily time frame. Simple and easy. If you had to be on a daily time frame, you could have understand that you need to catch these buys, right? Okay, and then we're gonna create another one here, because this is a zone there as well. That actually advises you, once you enter into, come above it, you are perfect. You are safe and everything. So 240, and then we're gonna come this point. So if you can see, this is what the market is busy doing. The market is busy playing around this certain point here. And this could be, not could be, but our resistant. Understand? This is a resistant here. So we are playing below it. So it's more important for us to play above it. But this is a perfect entry as well, because this is your demand. You can see it once created a bigger movement there. You understand? It can be a biggest entry to the top side. That is why I don't like creating a lot of things, because you tend to be confusing yourself. I had someone saying, I got this disturbing message. Someone said, I will teach you I will teach you a strategy, not these things of you of trend lines. And I had to go to the person's profile. I'll be like, okay, this is what the strategy is doing for the person. The problem, guys, is not the strategy. I know price action is long. Price action is a long strategy that you need to understand. It's long. You understand? For my SMC, for my ICT, it's a 30 minutes course. You're done. Me, I learned SMC within 15 minutes. You get the point? So it's a strategy. Price action, it's a whole concept that has strategies inside. It doesn't need chance takers. It needs someone with big things to understand it. If you're a chance taker, you might not come up with it. Hey guys, price action is yo. It took me years to understand. Price action, it will take you a whole 2 years to understand it. But your strategy, 2 minutes, man. Just need someone that is bright. As we are bright, you know. Even in school, we're bright. So we're not gonna take time to understand certain strategy. So here, guys, there's a certain point that I see a perfect support. I'm just gonna remove this, and then I see a falling wedge here. I see a falling wedge, a perfect one. So at the point that the market is, I think it's more safer for us to enter. We've been entering buys then, and it keeps on coming back, but this is the place where I feel like the buys are more convenient. When the chart is start getting like this, it's dirty and it's getting confused. It's because I'm so advanced to understand what is it that am I doing here. So we're gonna come at this certain place. That's where we go. Simple, we got that one. Let's go for Nasdaq. Ooh, this one is my baby, man. Oh, we're killing German. Hey, 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 hey. Let me check. Let me check. Oh, me and my clients call German heavily, heavily wise, heavily. It's obvious. Okay, so we're gonna start from a weekly time frame again and then see what is it that we see. So guys, give me suggestion of other content that I can create, because you see now we have implemented new content whereby we do trading every NFP and CPI. You should expect that. You know, I posted a loss, and before we could post a loss, we started by discussing it. Should we post? Should we post? I was like, no, we should post, man. We post profit and losses. Hey, but yo, people, yo, didn't you see this is a buy? How much did you make? I lost how much? I told you guys I lost 100K. Didn't lose 2 million. I don't know what happened with the system, but remember it was fundamental. So fundamentals can fuck up the system. So the way it jumped, it saw 2 million. So the system just became confused. But I funded 100,000. So it means the market managed to close 2 million loss. It's possible on fundamental only if you're a trader. If you're not a trader, you won't understand what I'm saying. So basically, I just said people, hey, no, you are lying, you blah blah blah. Be like, hey, you lost 2 million. I'll be like, you don't know how to trade. I can't lose such man. I'll be like, yo, hey, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, market. People who know everything. You are not Messi of the market. You're just the Le Solanka. Hey, let them play this too much. Let's go. So this point here, I just want to create places where the market touches, the market reverses. This is Nasdaq, guys. The way it's moving to the top, we're going to break the highest point. I know very well. This is for sure. I remember when I used to trade with only support and resistance, I used to be the greatest trader. And when I have like a lot of information, man, support and resistance is just the easiest. But you guys tend to confuse it. You know, people could have got proper entries at this certain point, but where are those entries here? This was the entry was on the 6th June. Here, you got this one. Let's say this one was on the 13th June. You know, you got this one. This one was so difficult, but if you could have had it, you could have been done now. You understand? All you have to do is just for you to relax. So just gonna create the trend line here. I'm gonna create the trend line, and then we understand that when the market pushes to the top side, the market is gone. Let's go. Understand? So let me do this. So the only thing, guys, is just to understand the structure of the market. That's all. You know, that's super all. You know, the rest, man, I think it's history. Just understand the structure of the market, then you're gonna get it correct. I'm gonna go to 15 minutes time frame. You know, I seen that the smaller time frames I've been sleeping on. They are too good in, I don't know, in directions, but short term directions. So yeah, I think from this point, you know, we just need a huge momentum to break the highest point. I don't like throwing this zone on, especially daily time frames. You see what it does. This is what I don't like. I'm just gonna remove it. I use another one at this certain point here. Understand? But the below one, I'll just leave it there. So yeah, if you can see, guys, that's how it is, man. We're gonna just get a buy here, clean buy, push to the top side. We just need more huge momentum to push to make us go to the top side. Let's go for USDT. Yo, yesterday I was bored analyzing Sasol. Imagine, yo, in it bored, yo. Imagine, bruh. What's happening, bruh? There's this yesterday. Hey, man, this thing is buying right there. I was just bored, man, analyzing Sasol, and this happened. There's a candlestick of yesterday. I think it's still the same thing. Let's go for USDT. Let's go. I feel like USDT it's more uh like you can analyze it way better than the other ones at the moment. So we're just gonna create places whereby when the market touches, the market reverses. I realize when you get advanced, the market will confuse the new people. You these are the places whereby the market touches, the market reverses. Done. Clean, easy, no other stories, you know. Let's just create all of them. You know, I just wanna create them all because I want people to understand where am I creating these places and why. It's because where the market reverses, that's where the market will touch again and reverse. So it's more highly convenient for me to create them, you know, because that's like stairs. It's a stairs. The market will just go on touching those places and reversing at the same time. So this is your zones here, daily zones. So zones and supports are two different things. Are the same, they behave the same, but call them different just for you to understand that this one it's so stronger than the other, And then even H4 you can get your zones here. We have a beautiful zone here. You can see how it respected, just touched and left the place. Understand? And then we see that we from this zone we're actually going to the other zone there, the top side. So we're just gonna create something like this. I wish I could create the trend line, but I'm gonna create it after here. And then we understand that we are actually coming at a certain point. How we're gonna get there, that's what matters. We just need that full candlestick moving to the top side, then we get to the top. Then we're just gonna create the trend line like this, knowing that if we break here, we know there's a continuation going forward to the top. And then we see here we had a beautiful demand that is actually allowing us to push to the top side. Then let's push. There's a perfect one. And then I want to push to 15 minutes time frame and see what is it that we see. This side we're just looking for places where we're gonna get our proper entries. Imagine if the market was here and then you just got here, you're gonna enter your perfect entries because of this perfect support here. Once you know the structure and the direction of the market, you're done. So at this point you can see once it breaks here, yes sir. So I want to create a major trend line to make me understand where is the market actually going and what is the whole direction of the market. So basically when it comes to this one, we had a major trend line here. You can see on my previous videos that I've been like this one. This was our major trend line here. Let me give it a perfect touches. Yeah, this was our perfect trend line, and then came, retested, and then moved to the top side. If we were to create a major key, the trend line could come out again here. Let's create it here. You understand? But at the end of the day, we're gonna look forward for this one. So at these certain places, we are actually going to the top. Your entries was supposed to be at this certain point. You are too late, but we can push from wherever we at. Understand? The only thing that you need is a big momentum after entering a trade that will lead you far away from your entry point so that you can be able to hold. Understand? So we're gonna just be here and understand from this point we're gonna push. If we fail to push from this one, we're gonna push from this one. This one, it won't pass us. So yeah guys, at the end of the day guys, thank you guys for watching this video guys. I really appreciate your time, your effort. Let's go guys, let's keep on pushing.